So we got a video by Nade Straight. He actually has some footage of actual Impulse and a little bit more details on the game itself. So I really want to go ahead and react to this video. He did say that there's no Titan footage, which kind of sucks. I really wanted to see what the mechs were looking like in that type of detail. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
Hello, what's good everyone? Impulse finally has a release date and it's just around the corner.
Yeah, June 24th.
June, the end of this month. 3 weeks time and you can finally play the game. Honestly, this
I'm very excited to see this.
Early, much sooner than I expected.
Yeah, they announced this like a couple weeks ago.
We've been playtesting this game for like 3 or 4 months and it's only been publicly known for like 2 months. So this is a lot sooner than I expected. Honestly, my expectations were like 3 months from now, but it's 3 weeks from now. So super hyped about that.
Yeah, because the movement looks great.
Gameplay trailer is now live on YouTube, so you can watch that along with the cinematic trailer, and hopefully soon.
Like, it looks like they have stems too. I didn't even notice that.
Gameplay, but today, hopefully this is the last time that I have to use Titanfall gameplay and trailer footage for this video. As I'm recording this, I also just finished playtesting the game once again.
Oh, cool.
Impulse just had its largest...
Oh, now they're actually showing the gameplay. Cool.
2,000 people got invited to play today, so if you...
That's pretty cool. So it looks like this is the grapple. You get 2, you have a grenade, obviously basic guns, obviously the health system, and it looks like here 1 to 5. It looks like defend. So what my premise is, I feel like this might be my opinion. We'll see how this gameplay goes, but I feel like there's gonna be like 2 mechs or 1 mech, and you're kind of
watching
protected.
This, there's a decent chance that you were one of those people, and if you weren't,
yeah, like literally, I'm sorry. This might be a crazy take, but the gunplay just kind of reminds me literally like Splitgate. It's like literally Splitgate. Like literally like it's hipfire. This is straight hipfire.
Watching this, there's a decent chance that you were one of those people, and if
like literally look at that, like right there, and like you can kind of hear like the headshot and the gunplay kind of sounds similar to Splitgate. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
The game is super fun and you missed out. So today I've got some new things to confirm, new information, new stuff that I've played, and
like the UI. The UI low-key kind of looks similar to Splitgate 2, especially when I was playing the Battle Royale. And then like the red hue over the characters. Like I feel like obviously it's the same devs, so they're kind of using some similar assets and some similar things to kind of create this. So I don't hate on it. Like don't like, if it's not bad or not great, don't fix it. Or if it's good, don't fix it. Whatever your case may be.
Tell you all about. The first thing is that the devs have confirmed the game will be less than $30.
Ooh!
There will be 0 battle passes, 0 microtransactions, no skins to...
There's no microtransactions, no store, no battle pass, no cosmetics, no microtransactions, or no additional paid content. Okay. So what I'm going off of here, just right off my premise, what I'm thinking of when I look at this, just my general opinion. I remember when Splitgate 2 came out, and they were getting a lot of flack because obviously the game was free to play and they had to make some money through microtransactions. So now they're going in a different approach. It's gonna be less than $30, or less than $40, whatever the case may be. And it's going to have everything is in the game can be achievable in game, and there's no cosmetics, there's no store. So they're basically backtracking to what they did with Splitgate 2 and completely changing stuff around to the way they want to do here, which is just amazing, and I'm very happy to see.
Purchase, no split coin equivalent. You will not be
split coin
any real money within Impulse after you purchase the game. This is already a massive W. This is how games used to be. You used to buy the game, and then there was no paid content after.
Facts.
You would earn everything through playing. Every skin, every armor, every new weapon, even map packs and things and new game modes were dropped for free. Now that's all locked behind paid walls and things. Not anymore. Empulse will likely be like $25.
Oh, there we go. Hold on.
Yeah, everything
just confirmed. The price is going to be $20. That is a W. And now I'm just noticing there's 2 mechs on the battlefield just now,
things, not
and then
anymore.
we're seeing gameplay
Empulse
from it.
will likely be like $25, and yeah, everything after that free. Just
So they're like
I've vastly
literally, it's a like 2 mechs on the actual mode, and I'm guessing you have to go certain drop zones and you have to beat them before the mech gets there, or something like that. And that's really cool. I'm hoping that they do a little bit bigger of a map, and they like, okay, we have like 3 or 4 mechs in one fucking map, and we're just going at it. I would be entertained.
And yeah, everything after that free, just given to you. I vastly
That's
prefer
awesome.
this. It's how games used to be. I'm fed up of the free-to-play market, and
I
this
agree.
is great. I'll be buying on day one. I can also confirm that just like Splitgate, there will be mastery camos. There's different emotes, there's character styles, you know, different, I could have called them armors, but they're not, you know, just different character appearances, different weapon skins. There's also going to be a map maker like Halo's Forge mode or Splitgate's The Lab, but not at launch. That will come a few months after, I think. And also, there will be a ranked mode at launch.
Okay,
The game
cool.
will also have events like Splitgate, so one week it might be like a low gravity event, next week it might be like super speed, the next one is a game mode in particular, some fun party mode or something. If you've played Splitgate or Splitgate 2, you'll know that there's like weekly limited time modes.
That's awesome.
Special armor to earn and things. Empulse will have events like that. And very quick,
Like just me, I'm such a Call of Duty guy, so I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. If they could bring out like an SND or a search and destroy type mode also with these mechs, like I know they had like this amount of things are endless. I think these guys are already like thinking of ideas of 3v3 just mechs, straight mechs, or kind of similar to Titanfall, have multiple mechs with a big battlefield, and you have like when you die off the bat thing, you die, and it takes a while for certain mechs to respawn, and you can go ahead and fight.
just to breeze over
I hope
all
they
the
did.
game modes and maps I've played. I've said this in previous videos, but we'll quickly go over them. There is Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, Capture the Flag, Intel, which is kind of like Oddball from Halo.
Okay.
There's Upload, which is like Uplink from Call of Duty.
Oh, they cooking. They fucking cook it. You know how many years I've been asking for uplink type game mode in video game? My god, that is dope. Like I would, but uplink is probably my favorite mode of all time in Call of Duty outside of SND, and it's only been in 2 Call of Duties. And like literally, I keep on saying this. I'm gonna say this a million times. If anybody out there that's a development team, make a game mode or make a full game. The premise of that game is uplink, but an FPS. My fucking god, I would play that shit out my mind.
Is Capture the Mech. In Capture the Mech, it's basically capture the flag, go to the enemy's team, hop into their mech and bring it back to your base while your mech is at home. That might be replacing CTF. I'm not sure, because they're essentially the same thing, and we haven't played CTF for like 2 months. So Capture the Mech might
Dude, that sledgehammer is crazy.
CTF. And then there is Control, which is the mode where you can either control a hill or wipe out the enemy team to win. You have 2 ways to win. But those are all the modes we've played.
So it seems like there's only one mech.
It is confirmed as well. Those are not all the modes. That's not all the content. There will be more.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Look at that. That is my shit.
Those are not all the modes. That's not all the content. There will be more in
oh,
the early access
yeah.
launch. So we've played like 6, but
that's
I think
uplink for me.
Be 8 or 9 different modes at launch, which is nice to see. And we've played 4 different maps, and there will be more of them. So maybe
it's really easy to kill that mech.
It's 6 maps. For an early access launch, I think this is a good amount of content. I wouldn't want to see anything less. And obviously more is a bonus. And obviously like more.
Okay, so there was just 2. So there's probably multiple mechs. I'm just kind of tripping, or there's like multiple respawns.
Will come later as we give feedback and as they keep developing the game. It's launching into early access. I've already said this many times, but early access, which means that the game will not be fully complete. But performance-wise, just to kind of kill any questions there, performance-wise, it will be as good as a release. Performance-wise, Empulse plays as good as Splitgate does right now. So
that's pretty good.
Get super good performance straight out of the gate.
Like I never really had that much issues with Splitgate or Splitgate 2 when it comes to performance. I think they're pretty did a pretty decent job of performance. But I also have a semi beefy PC, so I can't really be talking as well.
I am playing at like 180 FPS on 1080p, maximum settings.
Maximum settings at 180 with 1080p. It's still great. It's still great. If like we go low settings on mine, I probably still hit 180.
Never had any performance
1440.
issues. I've never seen my FPS even drop below 180. So performance-wise is really good, and I think that is partially by the
like I love like the basic movement in this game is like grapple, slide, wall jump, go, slide. Like I love that.
fact that this game is using Splitgate as a foundation. It's built off of Splitgate.
Yeah, I was going to say that because a lot of like the HUD, not even the HUD, like the UI around the characters, the guns, and like the animations and the sound effects just sound like Splitgate. So that makes sense.
Massively helps. And also the art style is a lot cleaner and simpler and probably lower poly than Splitgate. Therefore, it's less intensive on your machine. And
True. And like this is my thing. Like I'm hoping there's better skins and looking characters. Like I don't really care that much. I just want the gunplay, the movement, the mechs, and the game modes to feel good, and that's really care. But I also like a little bit on the side there. Like I want to achieve some cool looking skins. Sure.
System requirements are less. Now for the new stuff. I finally tried some new weapons. In the previous tests, I was using the same stuff over and over again because the tests are only 1 hour long, so it's quite a finite amount of time. But this time, I dedicated this test to using brand new stuff that I've never used before. And the first thing is the heavy pistol called the Opus. It has an incredibly slow fire rate, but it's super powerful. It's a 2-shot headshot or 3-shot kill to the body. Basically, it's the Halo Combat Evolved pistol.
Oh,
it's
really?
So good. I had so much fun with it. And if you slap an extended barrel on that thing, then it can like shoot across the map. Basically, like a mini carbine in your hand that deals so much damage. So I was running that for half of the test.
Dude, I'm gonna be a crackhead in this game.
And I had so much fun with it. So I think everyone will like that one. And then the other new weapon I tried was the LMG.
Oh, that's awesome.
The LMG is called the Oscillator, and it's
Yeah, you're
light
showing
machine
that.
gun that fires paired shots. So it's a burst LMG. Now there was one of these in Splitgate. Can't remember its name off the top of my head.
Bro, I'm sorry. This is just fucking hilarious. I gotta call this. Like that sledgehammer and you particularly grabbing that person from the grapple and just like popping him in the head. Oh my god, that's AIDS. But it's fun though.
Faction from Splitgate 2 had a burst LMG. It's very, very similar to that, but deals more damage. The weapon is super good, long and medium range, but kind of sucks close range as you'd expect. It's an LMG, plays exactly like you'd expect.
Yeah.
I would like to see one that's like automatic rather than burst. But I don't think there's one of those in the game just yet. But this was a good weapon to use. I had fun with it. My only real complaint with it is that, yeah, it's kind of hard to use up close, but that's by design, so can't really complain about that.
No,
and
sure.
Just as I'm recording this, they put out more news. So here we are.
What's more?
Price confirmed. I guessed at $25. It's $20. Just to
Yeah, you
correct
just
myself,
announced that
I'll
earlier.
on screen as well earlier on, but it's $20 on June the 24th, and there's an additional launch week discount. So it might be like $18 on launch week.
Dude, that's a goated ass discount, bro. Because I know it's just gonna you're gonna get so many people in the door. It's dude, you know what's this remind me of? Like I made the video earlier talking about the gameplay and kind of the company and the development team and what they were doing, what they did wrong, and what made it not succeed and what made so many struggles and things of that nature. And there was so many bug issues, and they had to restart the game over, make a new, like literally do a Splitgate 2.0 type of situation over and over. And they kind of like really struggled in that department, and a lot of people just walked away from the game. And obviously the controversy around, they're like, oh, we're gonna save the FPS genre or whatever, and then add a battle royale into the mix. People got very frustrated with that, which is very due to be so. But now it's starting to give off No Man's Sky, and nowhere near am I comparing No Man's Sky to this development team. No Man's Sky has done so much to the point where I think everybody can say No Man's Sky. People would say the last like 7 updates they would gladly pay for. Like people in that community have said, "Okay, we get it. We forgive you." That's how much they went above and beyond for their community to make a game how great it is. And now their next game is just going to right through there. So what they're doing here is kind of giving off, I'm sorry, we've done all of this issues. We're trying, even though it's like a $20 price point, whatever, still, or 18 depending on the discount. It's giving off like, we're sorry, we are trying to change our ways. So this is what we're doing with this game, and we're gonna stay by it. No microtransactions. Everything $20 in the game. That's what you pay. You don't have to pay anymore. That's fucking dope.
But you can play for free on June 15th because of Steam Next Fest. So June 15th,
the June 15th Next Fest. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know if you're allowed to. I'm guessing like it's a request to get into it.
Everyone can play for free. So there you go. Just to insert.
Everybody can play for free.
Super cool news that just got launched as I'm recording.
So we can play on the 15th. That's fucking next week. Anyway, let's fucking go.
Back to what I played. So then I played a new assault rifle. This is the fast assault rifle called the Modulator. It's high damage and high fire rate. Honestly, no complaints. There is no reason not to use this gun. It's good at long, medium, and short range if you're
there's the pistol.
Decently good at shooter games. It feels like an SMG.
God, that pistol's gonna be hard to use.
I honestly think this thing gets nerfed eventually because I was having so much fun with it. I got like 65 kills with this thing. Super fun, and I think this will be a fan favorite. The only like negative to the gun is that it runs out of ammo really fast, but
does that really matter?
That's the trade-off, right? You run out of ammo really quickly and you got to reload quite often, but the fire rate's super high, damage is pretty good. And it feels like an SMG but long range. I also tried some new paints previously. I had been using speed paint, jump paint, and heal paint.
Okay, so that's what that is. I know he has more information because he's been playing for the past like couple months, pretty much, kind of playtesting everything. So the paint is what I've been seeing throughout this whole time. So the paint, there's a heals paint, there's jump paint, and there's a speed boost paint. So when you drop it on the ground, it makes a fast speed. Okay, that's interesting.
I tried 2 new paints. I tried the sticky paint, which was from the previous test, but I never tried it. Basically,
sticky paint.
It's like goop. Imagine throwing a big, like, floor of goop onto the ground, and if anyone comes into contact with it, they get stuck for a few seconds.
That's pretty cool. So if like you're like near an objective and something of that nature, and you kind of want to protect it, and if you're playing like oddball or something like that, and you just like really want to get them stuck,
walk really slowly. If you throw it onto someone, same thing. They kind of like stuck in goop, have to wriggle themselves out. Super annoying, but super like funny to hit people with. And then there's the explosive paint, which explodes upon impact, kind of like a grenade, but then also explodes a few seconds later for a second time. So if you want more of like a traditional grenade experience, then the
yeah, because I'm thinking that's gonna be used heavily on these mechs.
Paint is for you. I'm also not sure if I can confirm these things or not, but I mean the game releases in like 3 weeks, so if I break NDA here, then okay, it's risky, but there has been mention of a mech-only mode that they are working on.
Please.
We haven't played it, but they mentioned in the Discord that they are working on that. So anyone who wants mech-only stuff, you'll be happy to hear that. And then I'm assuming, haven't been told this, but I'm assuming as a result of mech-only, there will also only be like, I guess, pilot-only or, like on-the-ground runner-only modes as well.
And I like that. That's cool. That's exactly what I want. Because I know a lot of people during the Titanfall 2 days, and I remember playing, and like I think most of my friends would play pilot only, or they would play just regular player only, pretty much, and that, or in general, like a lot of people played that mode.
Honestly, to end off on, I think that the on the ground runner, the shooter experience is much better than the mech gameplay. I don't want to end on a negative because I never have done, but I've also never really spoke negatively or constructively about the game. So I will say this here: the mechs are quite not lackluster, but it needs more. And I'm hoping that during early access they get a ton of feedback around this. I know they are doing right now as I'm talking. There is a feedback post every 30 seconds in their private Discord, and a lot of them are around mechs. They just kind of feel like a power weapon, right? You pick them up on the map as you would do a rocket launcher or a sniper rifle or a sword from Halo or whatever. And there's no real, there's no progression to get them. There's no kind of feeling of reward when you get them. They just spawn in after a timer. And I've said before, I feel like it would be really cool to playtest the idea of mechs being connected to a team score value. So if your team reached a certain score, your mech would spawn in. That hasn't been tested and likely won't be tested before the early.
That is interesting because the way I'm seeing it, okay, like yeah, there's only like one mech per team, so like I get there is an incentive, but at the same time, I think they have to, like I agree with him, have a little bit more of a reward or satisfy like, oh, like I'm in this mech, I'm about to fuck people up with this thing. If I die, that's cool, whatever. I can still maneuver around the map with my character, but I still want to pilot one of these mechs. I want to be able, like, if it comes to a point where the gunplay and the regular gunplay and the player experience is better than the mech experience, I think what's the point of the mechs in the first place? So I think they have to work on that, and that if that's what I'm hearing, I'm glad it's in early access, $20. I think they really need to say, like, that makes a lot of sense when they say power up, because it does remind me of Halo, like, oh, like a sniper or stuff like that. So like a mech is kind of like a power up in this game outside of the mechs being powerful, because Titanfall, there's multiple different types of mechs per player and per thing. Like maybe they can think about a way to like have classes where you can choose a mech that you can spawn into and you can use. When you spawn into it, that's gonna be your mech, like basically, and it'll be different styles of mechs. Like it all depends what they want to do with that, but I feel like they have to have something of that
the
nature.
access launch. But if enough people have the same feedback, then connecting mechs to score like Titanfall could be something they try if enough people voice it. And I definitely feel like it would improve the game. I know the devs don't want to copy Titanfall too much, but currently I feel like they're not copying it enough.
That I agree. If that's the case, that I agree. I'm like, if you're going to make a mech Titanfall type game, kind of have to kind of go the groundwork on what one of the greatest fucking FPS games, Titanfall 2, brought to the table, and kind of have to mimic it in a way. I'm like, I think a lot of Titanfall fans are not going to care less about it. Like, I'm very curious in the comments. A lot of Titanfall guys out there, like, what do you guys feel if they just like not even copy, but like mimic as close it is to what Titanfall is, to a sense when it comes to the mechs? How you feel about that? Because like I feel like a lot of you guys have been like eating away trying to find a game like Titanfall for a long time, and we're finally getting something similar to it. And if it makes sense to have the mechs way more powerful, have different variety, stuff of that nature. I'm very curious what you guys think of that.
Especially in the Titan department. So that is something I would feedback, is just that the mechs are kind of meh. They're fun to hop in and kill people with, and yeah, you can go on like a 10, 15, maybe even 20 kill spree with them. But they are essentially just a giant power weapon that changes your HUD. So I would really like to see more on the mechs, maybe different types of mechs,
Exactly.
different appearances for the mechs,
Exactly.
and different ways that the mechs spawn in. Therefore, currently,
Yeah, like, but I don't know what the animation. He's probably gonna explain this, but in Titanfall, it's just like the fucker's thing comes down, and you're like, oh, I'm getting in this motherfucker. Like that is just like, ooh, that's so fucking cool. And had an animation, you going in it like that. They need to make it seem like, oh, I'm a badass getting in this mech. You know what I mean?
Its early access stage or state. If you were a fan of the pilot v pilot gameplay in Titanfall more than the Titan stuff, then
Yeah.
Impulse is definitely going to be the game for you. It is much more pilot v pilot and Black Ops 3 style than it is Titan style. But it's
Black
super fun.
Ops
I was
3
never really
style.
a massive Titan person anyway. So
Oh wait, I kind of notice it now. The jump is more like iffy, just like Black Ops 3. Okay.
that's why this game connects.
I just noticed that.
Feels like Titanfall 2's movement, and then game modes from Black Ops 3.
That's a good. I love that. I don't actually hate that at all. Like, I actually love the comparison. Like, I think that's a pretty good comparison. The Titanfall movement with like game modes of Call of
And
Duty.
it has a little bit of Splitgate in here with the movement and things and how the weapons feel. Gunplay is very Splitgate and Halo-ish. So yeah, that's kind of
Like, combining Call of Duty, Titanfall, and fucking Halo. Good company, in my opinion.
everything. This will likely be either my last or second to last video on the game before it launches. Like I said, hopefully I can get a gameplay video in before launch. For Splitgate, creators got access to the build like 2 days early, something like that. So we could make videos 24 hours before the launch of new updates.
Yeah, see, like, he showed the animation of him getting in it. It doesn't seem badass enough. Like, you know what I mean? Someone that if you want to get into a mech, you want to feel like you need to feel like you're in this motherfucker. Like, Titanfall did it perfectly to a T, man.
I'm really, really hoping they do that again so that I can post a video about gameplay, or a video showing gameplay before the game launches and you guys can see it. But I don't know if that will be a thing. So we'll just have to wait and see. You might all get access to the same time as me. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you play tested the game, which some of you likely have, let's discuss in the comments. Give me some ideas, suggestions, how you felt the game played. Did it run well on your machine? Any feedback you may have. Devs do check these, so you know, if your feedback post hasn't been seen within Discord and you kind of want to like make it more seen, maybe post it as a comment and they might see it here too. If not, I'll feed it back. Make sure to fill out the survey if you play tested too.
Yeah, and I need a lot of you guys. I'm hoping throughout early access we get really good feedback for these guys.
Launch. All right, thanks for watching my Empulse videos. I will see you in the next one. Also,
that was dope. Good video. Nade, dude. Like, he was like one of the only people I've seen like actually have full footage of the game. And when I heard about it, I'm like, I got to react to this. Cause like, I'm like, I didn't want to go out on a negative note when it comes to this game, because it just like announced and it was like a minute long fucking gameplay. It was not enough for me to like fully judge it right off the get. So like that one little mini trailer, I was like in a way explaining to myself, I'm like, okay, this development team did not like do a great job. Bug issues, things of that nature, didn't do like amazing in a lot of ways, and a lot of like general skepticalism with the just make FPS great again, then doing the battle royale, adding microtransactions with it, and like a lot of people got a very bad taste in their mouth when they saw all these, and when you're saying you're gonna do this and then proceed to do the opposite of what fans have been not wanting in the FPS genre. So that in general, seeing that they're completely backpedaling, doing the $20 main core, no microtransactions. Like, the only thing is an issue right now is the core mechanics of the mechs. If you make the mechs more badass and have more classes or more different types of mechs on how you get into it and how you actually access these, it seems like a lot of fun. See, because hearing that there's uplink in this fucking game just makes me want to play it even more, because that is just one of my favorite modes ever in an FPS game, and that was from my Call of Duty game. AW was so cool playing that back in the day. So that in general, I'm very curious on what you guys think about the gameplay, about what you think we should do with the mechs, and what should we change around the mechs. Like, generally from a perspective, what you guys, Titanfall fans, what you guys think of this down below. As always, guys, this is Blades. I'll see you guys next time.